Hello, I'm Bill Heran, the author of The Missing Piece. Today is February 13th, and the topic is the power of contemplation. Today's quote is from Richard Rohr, Father Richard Rohr, and the quote is: "Contemplation is an alternative consciousness that refuses to identify with or feed what we are only passing shows. It is an absolute opposite of addiction, consumerism, or any egoic consciousness." So, contemplation, the act of mental inquiry and considering with intent, is one of the oldest known ways the human person creates, invents, and expands the experiences of our existence. In Latin, contemplatio refers to a deep musing about someone or something. Often, contemplation is used when describing the life practiced by a monk or a nun, primarily reflecting on sacred scripture and prayer. However, any rational person can be contemplative, utilizing mental abilities and attention fixed on a very ordinary or the extraordinary. A contemplative practice is one way to harness the power of the restless mind. The contemplative person disciplines the mind to focus on what is most important and meaningful in a person's life. So, a prioritization in your mind. Instead of allowing the restless mind narratives to take charge of your thoughts and emotions, creating a loop of worries and high anxiety. Contemplation has been a major contributor in the created beauty and inventions throughout history. Musing questions such as, why can't we fly? Why can't we put instruments together to create beautiful music? How can the human person flourish in a relatively short life we've been given? Imagine a world without contemplation. There will be no airplanes, no cruise ships, no concertos, no cathedrals, no art galleries, or even a landing on the moon. Contemplation is one of the oldest pathways towards inner peace and spiritual awareness and growth. Spiritual contemplation, when intentionally attentive to readings, signs, inner and outer experiences, can promote inner growth, a heightened awareness of something greater than ourselves, and overall contentment. Sometimes it is helpful to place ourselves in an awe-inspiring environment near the opening of the night sky, a beautiful sunrise or sunset, a candle or incense, or even a sacred space of your choosing. The power of a contemplative practice reminds us that spiritual and psychological wellness often does not happen automatically. It requires intention, purpose, and practice. So today, let's think about ways you could become more contemplative and stay away from being a victim of your own restless and reactive minds. Develop intentional contemplative practices that strengthen your own creative and spiritual awareness. Thank you very much for joining me today in this reading. I look forward to you joining me in the future. Have a great day.